Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike. Stepping in for the Braves, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Lagares. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field.
Leading off the inning, Jacob deGrom, and they'll need him to get something going here. This one's flared out toward left. James ranging forward. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Now the pitch. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. James stands at first with 1 out. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw over, and he'll dive back in. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Braves strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Ready for another shot now, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
A 1 pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Oh, and he had a hanger, but he missed it. It's 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1, D-Row, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. And the next in is Johan Camargo. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
The first baseman for 22, Oswaldo Alvarado.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Here's Ender Inciarte. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that mattered.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. So Darren James will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a throw.
Here's Todd Frazier now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Set to deal on 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Swanson is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
8-3 is today's final. Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today it's the second of this three-game series. Robert Gesellman gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off them. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Line toward the gap in left center. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. So the bases.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Shea Bruce.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. James looking up, and it's gone. So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Line toward the alley in left center. James arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So here's the Mets pitcher, Robert Gesellman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fly ball to straightaway left. James moves over, 2 down. Now at the plate, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to Cabrera. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's 2. Standing in, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Swarzak has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Man, I thought this at bat was...
Ready for another chance? Todd Frazier. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 2-2. Ground ball left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinched.
So striding in, Darren James. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 1-1 home is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone! Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 5-3. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Row, we got to...
Center fielder number 8, Carlos Gomez.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes, 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, James. And that's the 3rd out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Previously against Vizcaíno, he has a 3 for 12 line. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order. You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 1-run finish. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. The Braves look for their 7th straight victory next. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. It's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Here's Jay Bruce now. He enters this one 2nd in the National League round trip category. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And Bruce is going to try for 3rd. The relay. But he is in there with a triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one. But
Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Wilmer.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. James is in pursuit, and the inning is over. No damage. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James.
Darren James.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. At the plate, Ozzie Albies. He popped out in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line softly out toward left center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Come on, get out.
One run is scored. Long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 0-1 pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they do. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. James is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's Todd Frazier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He popped out in his first trip. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. James is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
Hit hard to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping in, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1-2. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Camargo's got it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Go down 1-2. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hard hit ball to short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Atlanta took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Mike Foltynewicz takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Arodys Vizcaíno records the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. David Tan, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. you couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely did too.
In now is Adam Eaton, a base hit in his first trip.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he is in there. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
In the dirt here, and almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Freeman is off of first with 2 away. Lifted into center field. Turner is there, and that retires the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They still trail it here. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Left side. Backhanded. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort, and that ought to be scored an infield single. Ready for another shot now, Darren James. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. A ball and a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside. And here's Tyler Saladino. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Camargo is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Pretty painless happen. Digging in once again, Darren James. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. A fastball that just misses inside.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And he is out at the plate as the potential tying run. And that will be the electrifying conclusion to our ball game. Wow. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Washington took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Tanner Roark gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Trevor Rosen. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gone in the inning. The next to bat for Atlanta, Darren James, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. In there for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base number.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and I think the question becomes how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Striding in once again, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Strasburg with a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They trail 5-2. Jesus Pereira enters from the pen to start the night.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. The Nationals have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. In now is Anthony Rendon. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Anthony Rendon.
Hit hard on the ground is short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Hit down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Come on, Slide, get out, get out!
Liner in there for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Scherzer will check at first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-1. Hit in the air out to right. Is going to get there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for. Striding in now for the Nats, Levi Trevino took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway left. James is there, and that ends the inning. It's a ready for another chance. Vincent 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Vincent,
Skied down the left field line. James on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
James.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
Definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Digging in to try it again, Trey Turner. Here it comes on 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals. In now is Adam Eaton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Adam Eaton.
The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Stepping in for the Braves, Darren James. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
In there, and it's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the Braves have made this a 3-2 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark, so this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
A ball and no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
And there's one down now.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
A coach draws a player's attention to an area of possible development.